In this session, we're going to begin to put some basic titles onto our edit. I'm in the graphics workflow, and that's going to give me access to tools that I'll need for this job. Now we need to put a lower third title onto the interview so that we know who's speaking. So to do this, I'll find the type tool, and I'll click anywhere that I want on the image. I'm going to use the bottom right hand side, as the shade is covering much of that part of the frame, which will mean that my text should stand out a bit better. And I'm going to add some information about the speaker. I'm going to say that this person's name is David and that they're a marine animal trainer. I'll select all of this text and I'm going to go down into the options and I'm going to change the font size from 100 down to 25. So now that I've got some text placed on the image, I can move it around using the selection tool, and I'm actually thinking it's probably a little bit small for the size of the screen. So I'm going to bump this back up now and I'm going to change it to 50. You'll see that by doing that it's put part of the title off screen, so I'm just going to have to readjust that. And while I'm at it, I'm going to change the alignment of the text by coming down into my text options below. I'm then going to add a shadow to this so it helps it kind of stick out from the background, and I've got a slider which is going to allow me to enable how visible that shadow actually is. Okay, so once I'm now happy with the actual placement and visibility of the title itself, I can then go about making sure that it lines up with our actual footage so it starts and ends at the right place. So now I'm going to add a transition so that we have it fade on and fade off. And of course, because it's actually happening on top of our video track, it means that we're going to see it once the transition completes and it's faded on, but it will disappear once it fades off. And I'll adjust the duration of these transitions, because what I don't want to have happen is that we spend too much time fading in and fading out that we don't actually get to read the text. So now let's take a look at that change in context.
Where you first imagined wanting to get into the water with the killer whale. That's exactly the reason why we do this.
Okay, so I'm happy with that. So that will conclude this session on adding basic titles to your edit. So I'm going to save the project and we'll carry on with it next time.